This dominant defense is going to get a test this week. What is up, Fin fans? Preview for the Miami Dolphins heading all the way over to Arizona to take on them Cardinals that are doing pretty well. Cardinals are doing pretty well. You got the 4-3 Miami Dolphins taking on the 5-2 Arizona Cardinals. And unfortunately for me, most of the United States will not be watching the game because the NFL and CBS want you to watch the undefeated Steelers take on the very bad Dallas Cowboys. What sense does that make? And I know a lot of people are going to say, hey, get DirecTV. Hey, I know this streaming site. Hey, that's not the point, because I use all those things and I'm a play and a half behind in my live streams. If it was on live TV, I'd be right up there with you. But that's a discussion for another video. But before we jump into the injury report, the 5 things the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the Arizona Cardinals, and my prediction for this game, which you guys don't even know. You guys don't even know. I'm doing the picks video tomorrow because I had a hectic first half of my week and I needed a day to mentally take a break. I do apologize that the picks video got moved from yesterday to tomorrow, but I needed a minute. I needed a minute. I'm sorry. But shout out, I got a new Patreon, Logan, $4 Patreon. Thank you so much. And a quick happy birthday, a late happy birthday. His birthday was yesterday, to John J. Rage. Your son told me that you're a huge fan and you watch my videos all the time, and it'll make your day and blow your mind out of your socket if you heard me say a happy birthday to you, John. So happy birthday to you. So we're going to jump into this. Like I said, like usual, we're going to be talking about the injury report. There are 5 things, and these 5 things are very specific. You guys want me to be a little bit more specific with my 5 things, and like I said, we're going to be the pick. So pop up the Dolphins injury report, and it's not too bad. Lots of full practices. Again, I record this on Thursday night, so you guys are seeing this Friday. But a lot of full practices. Matt Breida, hamstring, probably is not going to be playing this game. And then if you go back and watch the trade video, Myles Gaskin's going to be out for about 3 weeks. They put him on IR, which I kind of predicted. We all saw that coming. So other than that, you know, Jamal Perry limited, everyone else full practice. So everyone should be good to go. And then the Arizona Cardinals, the only one that really is to be talked about is Kenyon Drake. Didn't practice for 2 days in a row. And Kirkpatrick, their corner, didn't practice for 2 days in a row. Kenyon Drake had the ankle problem. Kirkpatrick has the thigh problem. They might not go, which would probably be good for the Dolphins if they don't have to deal with Kenyon Drake having a little bit of a revenge game against his old team. So looking at the injury report, like I said, it's just the running game for the Dolphins, which has always been an issue. And yeah, so let's jump into these 5 things that the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the Arizona Cardinals. This is a very big, pivotal game for this Miami Dolphins team. So again, it's not in any specific order. It's not 1 to 5 being the most important to the least important. It's just, hey, these are the 5 things that I think that the Dolphins need to do. And you can agree, disagree. If you do disagree, comment it below. The number 1 thing I got on my list that the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the Arizona Cardinals, and you guys probably already know, you probably can already guess, they need to contain Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is going to be a problem. Kyler Murray is a very dynamic, a very good quarterback. He's young. He's still young. We got number 1 going against number 1. You know, Tua versus Kyler Murray. He is a different breed of quarterback. He is a quarterback that will break you out of your shoes, and then when you go to put on your new shoes because you broke you out of your old shoes, he still breaks you out of those when you not even know he's around. Ridiculous. And he could still make some throws. He's not as dynamic in the throwing game. Say he wasn't mobile and you just had him in the pocket consistently, he wouldn't be as scary. It's his mobility and what he can do in that aspect of it that makes him terrifying. Also, the fact that the Miami Dolphins have an incredibly hard time containing mobile quarterbacks. So you gotta keep him in the pocket, and you got to do to him what you did to Jared Goff, which is going to be harder because Jared Goff has the speed of a slug versus Kyler Murray. I think anybody will have the speed of a slug versus Kyler Murray. So, you know, you're going to have Agba come after him and all this stuff, and you got to hope that you get to him. Don't let this man get to the outside. Don't let this man use his feet. Don't let this man use his speed, because there's going to be a long day for this Miami Dolphins if they don't contain Kyler Murray. Number 2 thing that the Miami Dolphins have to do to beat the Arizona Cardinals. You have Myles Gaskin on IR. Matt Breida, he's didn't practice for 2 days because of hamstring injury. We bring in DeAndre Washington. I don't know how much of an impact, if any, he's going to play. We have Salvin Ahmed. Hope I said his name right. We have Patrick Laird. I'm not cutting that out. I'm keeping that in. You just saw a complete. Normally I cut that out. I'm keeping that in. You just saw a complete and utter 1,000% brain fart happen, and I'm not cutting that out. You have Patrick Laird. The running backs are thin. So my number 2 is, this is a redemption game for Jordan Howard. I'm thinking Jordan Howard, he's going to be active. He has to be active. I don't know if Matt Breida is going to be active. We need to see more out of Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard needs to be like, you guys made me a healthy scratch for so many games. I'm going to prove you wrong, and I'm going to give you a ton of plays, and I'm just going to do fantastic things. And I hope so. I hope he just goes off like a mug and just 120 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns on 25 carries. I don't even know. It's sure. It means the Dolphins own the clock, Dolphins own the game, Dolphins contained. And it just, yes, please, Jordan Howard, prove us all wrong. But if not, he should have been traded. But now we see why he wasn't traded, because Myles Gaskin injury. I already talked about this in the last video. Go watch the last video. Number 3 thing the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the Arizona Cardinals. I said this in my last video. Didn't necessarily happen, nor did they listen to me. You got to help Tua out, man. Got to help Tua out. Preston Williams has his 2 drops. Myles Gaskin has his drop. The pass protection was there, right? Pass protection was there. That first pass, I'm not putting that on Tua. He's tried to step up in the pocket, tried to get the ball. I keep doing this, but he's a lefty. He's the ball smacked out. He needed a little bit more time in that pocket. He barely had any time with that pass rush. Help him out. And it's not even just the passing game needs to help him out. Now, the defense, the special teams, you help them out. Go take a break, man. Don't take a break. That's number 4. And number 4 isn't don't take a break, but don't take a break. The run game. Help Tua out. That's what I'm saying by help Tua out. I don't have run the ball on here, but I'm being a little bit more specific. Like, help Tua out. Catch the balls, get a run game going, run block, so the run game going, and get him some more pass protection. Help the kid out, and so he could shut up so many of these people that want to call him a bust, say he sucks from one game. I talked about it in my last video. The video before that. Mid-season review. I shut it all down by giving stats and all that stuff. So that's number 3. Number 4 thing that the Miami Dolphins need to do to beat the Arizona Cardinals, continue the dominance. Continue the shutouts. 3 games in a row this Miami Dolphins team has won. 3 games in a row. This defense against the 49ers, against the Jets, and against the Rams, just dominating. Getting sacks, getting interceptions, getting fumbles, making the opposition, making the offense look stupid. Continue that dominance. Please get after Kyler Murray. Contain him in the pocket. Shut down DeAndre Hopkins. Shut down Larry Fitzgerald. Put Eric Rowe. Shut that stuff down as well. Contain it and dominate. Take the lead. Get another 21-7 lead, and then just pin your ears back and keep doing what you're doing. And then the number 5 thing, the last thing that the Miami Dolphins need to do, and I kind of already talked about it in the dominance of the defense, but DeAndre Hopkins is a very good wide receiver. DeAndre Hopkins is going to catch some passes. He's going to get some yards. But the thing that the Dolphins need to do is they need to limit him. Limit DeAndre Hopkins. Like I said, he's going to get some yards. He's going to get some catches. If you notice last week, Cooper Kupp, he got his catches, he got his yards, but he never got in the end zone. They limited him. They held him. So do the same thing with DeAndre Hopkins. Don't let this man go all over the place, do all the things he needs to do. Limit him. Because you limit him and you continue on dominance on defense, the Miami Dolphins should win this game. Really should win this game. So looking at that, thinking of all those things, looking at what the Dolphins did against the Rams, they showed that zero technique. Now, they showed flashes of that zero technique. The NFL came out with a Turning Point video where they talked about that zero technique. They talked about how they used that zero technique against the Rams in the Super Bowl. Brian Flores, a lot of people wanted to say Brian Flores wasn't calling plays. Now you're proven wrong. They used it, but they used it differently where they had Christian Wilkins dropping back. Even on the strip sack of Goff, they didn't send everybody. A lot of guys, they acted like they were going, but then they kind of dropped back. Brian Flores is using his knowledge of defense, his knowledge of changing schemes up and stuff to mess with the opposing offense's mind, especially now that his defensive players understand the scheme and he can start throwing this exotic stuff at the opposing offense. I said it, and I said it in the midseason review that I was an idiot for after 2 weeks saying, oh God, what's going on with this team? Why aren't they doing anything? We put so much money into it. They needed time to gel. Now that they have time to gel, Brian Flores can start calling the defense he wants. That is also the reason why it looked very vanilla with Tua on the opposite side. It's because they couldn't call the offense that they wanted because he needed to get that continuity, that work with the offense. So that being said, we're going up against Kyler Murray. We're going up against an Arizona Cardinals team that is up and coming, just like the Dolphins, a young team, very young head coach, just like our head coach, a young quarterback, just like our quarterback. He's extremely mobile. And the Miami Dolphins, like I said in the 5 things, does very bad against mobile quarterbacks. Look at Josh Allen. Look at all these mobile quarterbacks. I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. I think the defense is going to continue their dominance. I think it's going to be a close game. I think that Kyler Murray is going to do his thing. Kyler Murray is going to run on us. Kyler Murray might potentially run in a touchdown. I think it's still going to happen. But I think when it comes down to it, I think this Dolphin defense with Byron Jones, with Xavier Howard, with Eric Rowe, who's one of the top safeties, shutting down tight ends, Bobby McCain, I think that the defense is going to step up when it needs to, and I think the Dolphins are going to pull out a win 20-17 against these Arizona Cardinals over in Arizona. Then we come home for the Chargers, taking on Herbert. It's the first time these drafted quarterbacks will play each other, so I honestly think it's going to be 4 in a row. Miami Dolphins are going to 5-3, and I think that they will be taking the victory back home next week. But be sure to comment below. What do you guys think of this game? What do you guys think of the 5 things that I said that the Dolphins need to do to beat this game? And what do you guys think of my analysis of the game and my picks? Be sure to comment below. I'm going to get to one of you guys. Comments of the day. This comment comes from Chris Kyle. He's got 2 first names. You never trust a man with 2 first names. And he says, Fins up, Doug. Do you think Washington's going to make an impact in our running back room and boost the running game? And can you see Callaway making a run for a starting spot? Now, this is a topic that's been coming up, especially with the Dolphins trading Isaiah Ford, with Myles Gaskin going to IR. That opens 2 spots up on the roster. One, so a lot of people think that Dedo, the defensive tackle, again, my brain is just not working today, is going to take one of the spots, and then Callaway is going to take the other spot. And a lot of people are talking about how Preston Williams had a down game and dropped those 2 passes, and he needs to bounce back. I think that Washington will make an impact, but I don't think yet. I think he needs to learn the offense, and I think he needs to get acclimated to this team. Same thing with Callaway. I don't always say Callaway. Same thing with him. I think he needs to get into the fold. I still think you're going to see a lot of Jakeem Grant, a lot of Parker, a lot of Williams. Callaway is going to start to slowly be pushed in there. So yeah, I don't know how quickly Washington's going to make an impact, but I do think he'll make an impact. Same thing with Callaway. I think he will make an impact, but I think it's going to take a minute because they need to learn this team. They need to learn the offense. But thank you, Chris, for the comment. Be sure to comment below always. I always read them, and then I pick. If you guys want to be part of comment of the day, you need to put comment of the day in front of your comment. If you don't put comment of the day in front of your comment, then I don't know you want to, and I don't pick you. So I do apologize if you think I'm ignoring you. Just put comment of the day in front of your comment. But that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I normally don't say this. If you guys notice, I stopped saying it at the end of the video, but I feel like if you like the stuff, you'll hit the like button. And if you like the channel, you'll subscribe to watch more. It's understood, but do it if you like it. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Normally on Twitter 9 times out of 10, tweeting out things, news breaks. I'm on Twitter most. I'm trying to get more into my Instagram. It's harder because it's a little bit harder for me to post things, but Twitter, it's easier. So I'm on Twitter more. So be sure to follow me on Twitter. FanaticsNetwork.com. The website is officially up. It's been up for a hot minute. Go over, check it out. I'm on there. Perfectsville's on there. Fanatics Network, their own podcast, Fanatics. Check it out. Also, they got their YouTube page. Be sure to check that out. Also, Fan to Fan Network. Big amalgamation of different NFL YouTubers. They got the website, fantofannetwork.com, the YouTube channel, and the Twitch stream. So be sure to go over and check that out. Other than that, I'll see you guys actually tomorrow with the picks video. Let me know if you... I noticed that the picks video isn't getting a lot of traction. Also, a lot of you guys aren't doing the picks. So if you don't like the picks video, I'll probably stop doing it. I'll focus more on other things. So just let me know. Get the picks videos up and likes, and I'll keep doing them. But, yeah. As of me recording this, let me check the score on the Packers game. We all picked the Packers, so I don't think it really matters if I check the score. So why am I checking the score? I'll see you guys tomorrow with the picks video. But like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins up.